I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, orbit.
Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Preston Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return, Carter. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Greystone, travel. Hey, hold. It's a party now. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't.
On 3rd down, Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Roll. I got you. Hey.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air. Allen. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Go! Double dog, that's the way. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the revert.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Go, Mike. Hey, let's go. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Do. 51, come on. Hey, box truck. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Watch the slant. 51's the Mike.
Now Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's crashing. He's pass 85.
Geis with a carry on second down. Oh, refusing to go down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw, there's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Carter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right here, right here. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guy?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cook running right. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Round 80. 51.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Bang, 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 6-6, pull it high.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Round 80.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Wide. Alert.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Allen. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 31, check 31.
On the ground, this is Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Zebra.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They start on the ground with Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down and 4, Allen, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the slip. Watch the check.
This is Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
51's the mic.
Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 39, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check 24. Go, go, go.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. 36, 36. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Push him back.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Right here.
Round 80.
Mike 51. Watch the pass.
Nice. They'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
He's telling you, telling the right.
Time. 4 down. Even.
Shift.
5 wide.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mike,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He gets this one to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason.